So we're usually getting this off of our collar tie, right? But we can get it off of our underhook, right? We can get it off two hands. You can get it off his hand, inside control, right? And what we're looking with this, right, is we're looking for a good snap, and how that means we need to make it sort of like a casual, right? We don't want it to be, well, we see a lot of guys hurt, and I've got to jump into it and muscle it, right? Because a good snap, if he doesn't go into our snap position, he postures up, right? It's going to open up our single leg. And we want those things to happen. We don't want to force anything in wrestling, right? Generally speaking. So we're going to do this off that collar tie, right? Inside control. For those that don't know the collar tie, right? You want to grip over top. I tend to do a lot of my grips with my thumb up, fingers out. You don't want to, you're not gripping here. You know, if you get the thumb behind, you can do that. But I like to sort of tuck my thumb in here. And you want to catch the neck, the ridge of the neck, where it starts to bulge out, right? And you might do it on a push and pull, right? But you want to pull, and a lot of stuff in wrestling, it's like climbing, like rock climbing. It's hands, right? So we aren't using the big muscle. We're using the big muscle, but we're not actively trying to pull him down. What we want to do is want to sit and hang and get that sort of weight back. At the same time, too, we want to bring the hips back, right? So in, snap, and our hips are back, and we're on our toes, right? And our weights over top of them, right? Here, snap them down, all right? So we get with our partner. What we're going to do is we're going to work these snap downs, right? We want like a little bit of resistance, maybe 10%, just to get them something realistic, right? But we don't want to make it impossible, right? We don't want them being all muscle down and trying to pull it out, right? Nice and light, flow, and snap it down. Do about 10, right? And then he goes, he switches, right? Snap. All right? Give that a go. Nice and light and harder. I do it from a wrist control inside, but you can do it from the hand on the wrist. I can do it, generally speaking, because we're not wrestling, we're not going to do it from like a tie clinch, right? So here, snap, and make sure the second you snap, our hips are coming back, right? We're trying to get him to come forward. So when we're snapping, our hips are coming back, but we're not sprawling, yeah? Give that a go. Right? That's the easiest thing. And a lot of guys, they're gonna pop up, right? When I sit here, he's just really heavy. And sometimes I'll just like, you know, I can just keep snapping it, right? I can be sort of a jerk about it. But snap, and if he pops up, this will seem tough. We're snapping him down like his hands, right? That's what we want. We want to hear that hand. You know this is working when I snap it. He's hands to that. I don't even see it. I know it's there, right? So from here, we have a couple options, right? We don't necessarily need to come on top of it right away, right? What I like to do sometimes off the snap is I like to watch, see which leg is there, what I want to pick. So I'm going to back him up, snap him down. He's moving. I'm looking at maybe sliding 5 on a double, right? Or a single, whatever works. So we don't want to rush any of this stuff. This is the thing. A lot of guys, especially if you're coming from a submission grappling, is they see this and they think, there's a neck there, right? Well, no, that's what the last thing we want to worry about is neck. What we want to do is we want to slide in to a position where we're going to take control of this. We want to stretch it out, right? So we're going to snap it down, and immediately we're going to snap and we're going to come over top. And as we come over top, we don't want to slide too high up the back. We want to be our shoulder on top of his sort of top vertebrae that sticks out there, right? And we want to kind of lean on it so he has to carry our weight here. And then we're going to transition to our grip. And none of these grips, again, if there's any tension or strength, it's in the fingertips. We're not wasting a lot of our energy in our arms. These grappling matches take a lot out of us, right? Snap, and immediately come over top, and our shoulders over top. From here, I take this hand, and I grab behind his arm, right? I try to reach all the way around to the bicep, right? You gotta see that? Grab to the bicep. This hand, I grab the chin, right? From here, and I walk in my ear and touch it as close to the armpit as the top of the head, right on the top of the lap. From here. Now, from here, all we're going to do is we're going to circle away and back down, right? So again, that transition. And you got to watch that I'm not coming over top. I'm snapping them down into it, right? Snap, and I come right over top. I'm not like reaching over top. If his head is up like this, just snap him again. here, transition to the back, right? That's what we're doing. So again, on the front snap, bring them down. Okay, so this position of the weight, grab the chin, grab the bicep all the way through, pull it out, circle away, bring them down, and circle high. All right, give that a go. Nice and bring like this. We're just not able to bring him down. He's nice and high up. You've got a couple options. You single leg on the near side, you can go to a cradle. You can go for an ankle pick on the far side, or you can go for a fireman. I'll show all three briefly, and then we'll work through one in each of the sequence, right? So the easiest one is that single leg, right? From here. It's just a sweep to the outside, right? All this stuff happens off the chin cup, right? The reason we want the chin cup is it's harder for him to defend against, right? If I'm in deep, right, he wants to grab that elbow across, right? And then he can just swim his way out, right? And it's also like, you know, I'm not really going to do much in terms of submission from the head and arm. I mean, there's stuff I can do, but when he's up and he's defending, it's going to be difficult. This chin cup gives us, it allows us to be, our weight to be on and pushing back on him. That's what we want. When we're in this position, this is where we want to sort of like make our opponent feel the pressure, right? You want to be in here making life a bit difficult for them. You don't want to be like this and there's no weight on it, right? It's going to be really difficult to have weight on up here, right? So we just not here. So the first one we're going to do from the chin up is we're just going to take that single leg. And all it is a sweep single, right? With our hand hooking as deep as we can get on the outside. So again, here, right? Now, our options are lock and roll, right? Or just drive them down, right? There's really not much to it. Here, I can take them over a cradle, look for a pin, right? There's not much to it, but it's just that circle, and we've got to bring the hand with us, right? Snap, circle, right? And you see how both my feet are back, and I'm leaning in, right? Here, right? Lock our hands and go for the roll. The second one we'll do is the ankle pick on the far side, right? So what we want to do is our head has to, it's almost like threading a needle. The head has to go on through, and we want to peek through the other side. The most important thing is this, again, chin cup, right? So we snap it down here, his ass is high. Maybe I can't get this leg, he's up high. We're gonna come through, and our eyes are gonna look at the shoe. We're gonna grab, and we wanna get our tiptoes, we wanna drive through to the back. So again, snap, right? I can't reach the leg, I don't wanna make a hop at it, right? As soon as I can see the leg is back, our eyes are gonna fall, almost like a cartoon, you know, like, you know what I do, like a big movement, follow through. Again, and our eyes are looking at the ankle, grab, I'm gonna drive over tiptoes. And I'll show the last one now, but let's focus on the first two for now. The last one is a fireman's off of it, but we're not gonna, we're gonna grab the leg, with all fireman's carries, we're gonna hold on to the leg. Okay, we'll go. Right, from here, and over, right? Simple fireman's carry. Fireman's carries are always the same. Just pull down, handle this over, right? So this will be the last one we do. So again, snap, pump, and then over, right? So we'll go over the first two again. We'll have the last one in. So first one, snap, circle, right? You block, cradle, right? You take back. Second one is the foot's a little bit further back. Can't reach it. Dive through, grab, up my toes, finish it, and then pretend you didn't see the last one and do it. Okay. Let's go. Now I want to catch the head, and I want to bring the hand with the ridge right across the face, and I want to, like a muscle beach, right? I want to pose it, right? Snap it here, lock it, and I bring my head over top of my head. And then from this up, I'm just going to drop, go home. I can do this off of usually where I do this is like off of his shot. So he shoots a double leg, I stuff him, right? When he starts to transition up, I chase, I catch. I catch the hand right across the head here, pull it up, You can also do this with a bit of a choke. I can come in with this hand here and come up. So you get your thumb deep, you fit. Get your thumb deep across, like right across. And the same thing. You want him almost to look out. You know, if the crowd's over there, you want him to be facing the crowd so everyone can see the look on his face. Right? Like that. Same thing. Up. You don't want to throw just for the sake of throwing. You want his toes to be up. You do it.